Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another DIY with your boy Frank. So today we are going to work on this beauty right here. Is a VW Golf 5 GTI. So we will go ahead to do the service on the DSG transmission and also the engine service, since the car arrived from Japan, so it's good to have everything brand new. So let's go ahead and do that. So in order to do that, we have here the DSG oil filter, as you can see right there. We have the DSG oil. This one is liquid moly. We have the engine oil, the 5W40. As you can see, it has the specification for VWs, VW502 for this car. And also we have the oil filter, and the air filter. So what we are going to do now, I just started the car to let it warm. So the first thing that we are going to do is to take out the cover, take out the battery, and jack up the car and starting to change the fluids. So in order to take out the cover, you just have to pry it out here, take out, disconnect the MUF sensor, pull out those tabs, and gently pull it out. This side, also from here, from the front, and there you go. You have the cover out of the engine. So our next step to access the gearbox is to take out the battery. You just push this part out, and then you have to put it from here and here from the other side, and disconnect the battery holes. Then with a 13mm, you just insert it right there in order to take out the battery. So after taking out the battery, you will see that we have two 10mm bolts right here. We will go ahead and remove them. And you have also one more on this side. So now, as you can see right there, we have access to our oil filter for the DSG. So with a 24mm socket, we will go ahead and unscrew it. As you can see right there, it's coming off. Water bottle in order to put the oil, in order to avoid the mess. As you can see right there, we have the filter off. Under the car, so as you can see, we have the bolt right there for the oil. So using a we have here a 14mm socket, so we will go ahead and take that out. As you can see, so you will loosen it a bit. And the oil will start to come out, as you can see right there. So as you can see, most part of the oil stopped dripping. So now we have to use a 8mm socket in order to take out a caliper that is inside, in order to take out the rest of the oil. So, as you can see, you just insert it there and start gently taking it out. You can see more oil is coming out. you have to be gentle since this is a plastic part, so you don't want to take risk of breaking it. Okay, it dripped, so now we have all oil coming out. So as you can see, this is the oil that came out, and it's very blackish. So what we are going to do now is to fill up that bottle in order to see how many liters we took out, since we have this small one right there. So the next step is to take out the excess oil that we have on the filter housing. So I'm just using a dry cloth and I'm taking out most of the remaining, as you can see right there. You can use any convenient method for you. It will work. So basically this is the amount of oil that we took off, almost 5.5 liters considering the loss. So 4.5 liters came out. So this is the plastic part that we take out, or that the gearbox uses to measure the amount of oil. So now let's go ahead and put it back and close it up and start putting our new oil. So as you can see, no more drippings, so you just insert it back and with our 8mm socket Allen key, you just tighten it up by hand. Please be careful with that one because it's plastic, you don't want to mess with it. So yeah, that's it. It is tightened enough by hand. So the next step is to close it up. For now, since we are still going to measure the temperature, just put it there and tighten it by hand. So the next step, you have many options to refill your gearbox. You have the ones that you have some adapters that you can fit on the bottom. You can use some funnels, or you can top up directly into the hole. So this will be the method that we are going to use. So with our funnel there, I will go ahead and top it up. It will be a very slow process. And it will take us some time, and you can see the real difference between the used one and the newer one. You can see that this one is more goldish comparing to the other one that was very black, because of many years of use. And we are waiting for the process to finish. We can go ahead and change our engine oil. So to do that, we have to take this cover right here. So we have some screws that we have to take out in order to take the cover. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so the cover is off. So to drain your oil, you have this 19mm bolt right there, and with our wrench we will be able to take it out. Let's open it and drain the oil. So as you guys can see, now we have the engine oil coming back out. So the next step will be to take out the filter, and the filter we take out from this section right here. So yeah guys, look how the new oil looks like gold. and check the old one. That's a huge difference. So now I'm on the third bottle, and I have some people here disturbing me while I'm working. So let's keep topping up. So yeah guys, as you can see, we got our 36 mint right there. Just have to insert it and take it out. All right, now we have just to unscrew. Oh. Hold on. We better put something here to avoid all the messy. Oops. So here we are. So when you're changing the filter, don't forget to change also the gasket. I have already done that. And now let's go ahead and insert the new filter on, as you can see, and tighten it to 25 Newton meter. We are now about to put the new gearbox filter, so make sure that you change the old gasket. Just take it out like that, and just insert the new one, and just put a little bit of oil on it, and insert the filter just like this, and you're done. So now let's go to the car and insert it there. Stop. So we have just added new oil. The DSG filter is right there, the cap is on. So now it's time to put back the battery and to start it up and do the procedures after you change the DSG oil. So now, as you can see, we got everything back together. Is the same thing on the first procedure. So now I will go ahead, connect the battery, and go inside the car, and we'll start to do the DSG procedure. Okay, so now let's go ahead and start up the car. Okay, the car is started. So now press the brake, put into reverse, hold for 3 seconds, put in neutral, hold for 3 seconds, put in drive, hold for 5 to 3 seconds also, put in sport, do the same in reverse, okay. Okay, so now the next step is to wait about 5 minutes, and we are going to watch the gearbox temperature. When it reaches around 35 degrees, we will open the drain bolt and let it drain until it starts to drain like a small amount of oil. You can see now we are removing the excess oil, so we have to let it zip slowly. See, now we can close it and tighten it up to 20 Newton meters. And one last thing that we must do is to reset the service light. So go ahead and press the 0, turn the ignition now, then release it and press the minute buttons. And now you have the clock reset. So after the reset, you see no more check service light on. So I'll have just to reset everything since we disconnect the battery. So that's it. Service is done. So now we are driving the car. As you can see, all the lights shut it off since everything is working perfectly, and started to rain. So it's a sign that the job was well done, I guess. So yeah guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and this is a very well worth it job, because some shops were asking about $400 just to do the DSG service, while you can just buy the things and do yourself. And I spent about $150 max dollars to buy the engine oil, to buy all the filters, including the DSG fluids and the engine fluids. So it's a very well worth it job. So I believe that you can do yourself with basic tools, and it will be worth it. The car is working perfectly. The shifts are mint, and I'm enjoying the car so far. So that's it for today. I hope see you next time, and take care with the corona. Please stay at home. So see you next time. Cheers.